Welcome to the Starting Over Podcast Training Regiment episode. I'm your host, Edward Shelton, aka Dark Logos. All right, in this episode, we're going to look at charge. Now, one might say, hey, charge, use this all the time, don't need training with it, it is completely awesome. Yeah, I don't have a problem. But let's take a moment and really look at it. Charge, give this character a power action, have its speed value for the action, move this character up to its speed value, and then it may be given a close combat action as a free action. A character using this power ignores knockback. Okay. Now, the thing is, I want you to just go through your pack, and I want you to just look for the phrase close combat action. Okay? And I want you to see what comes up. Okay? Well, first time you're going to see it is Flurry. Then you're also going to see it with Leap Climb. You're also going to see it with Blaze Claw's Fangs, Quake, Exploit Weakness. Okay? Now, one might say, Leap Climb? What good is Leap Climb to me, sir? And Charge? Well, go back and look at that Leap Climb episode. And if you have a special power that, or a trait that gives you Leap Climb and you have Charge, that means that you can, A, ignore figures for your movement just because of Leap Climb, and B, you are able to charge up next to a wall beyond one elevation and then make an attack on another elevation. Yeah. So that is quite interesting. Now, if we start really looking at Charge's main strength is getting melee combat into the game of HeroClix. Now, with Charge, it usually the best thing is that it's really best to be combined with Super Strength or Blades. Charge Flurry is awesome. But it is an abnormality unless you have the Infinity Gauntlet or some other doodad that is giving you extra powers outside of the game. But normally, the best thing I would say with Charge is Charge allows you to manipulate spatial movement while doing combat. So if you look at your Charge figures, your main thing that you really want to do with them, you have to look at it like this, is having them tie up a figure while doing damage in the pursuit if they break away. Now, this is completely opposite of the mindset and thought of Hypersonic Speed or Running Shot. Running Shot's main perspective is, don't touch me, get off of me, don't touch me, while Hypersonic Speed is more of tag, you're it. Okay? So, Charge is like, come here, give me a hug, son. Okay, it's a lot more direct, which unfortunately the game of HeroClix is not processed that well, and most players are inept in thinking about it. Just take my word for it. If you told someone, I can give you Charge, or I can give you Hypersonic Speed, or I can give you Running Shot, everyone is going to pick pretty much Hypersonic Speed. Okay? Regardless of implications, movement, distances, whatnot. They're going to pick that. Whereas I would say, what's the rest of my team? Okay? So let's really go into it. Charge. Greatest advantages I can think of off the top of my head. Charge and flight. Okay, but you might say, well, what about Charge, Flurry, and Blades, and all the other stuff? No. Charge and flight. Well, first off is that you're able to get to where you want to be. Just ignore other characters for your movement. The other thing is that you can say, hey, guess what? I'm coming, and then I'm bringing a friend. And my friend has tacos. And not good tacos, but Rathamani Zuma tacos. Okay? And you're going to eat them. Let's take, for example, Superman from the DC 10th anniversary. Not the chase, the rare, the super rare, or rare, whatever the qualification would be there. Anyway, the Superman from that set, while not deep, has a crazy level of offense, since he is just a modern remake of Kingdom Come Superman in this wonderful, wonderful dial. Now, the top of his click, a lot of people that I talked to sort of said, I really don't like the charge. But the charge with a 12 movement, if I'm reading my dial that I have right here in my hands correctly, is ridiculous. And because you not only have the mobility to get, into the fray with a 6 movement, but you also have super strength. You can pick up an object. You also can carry a character. You can get to where you want to, and you can lay down massive damage and have a character in a nice position so that they are able to charge whatever your next threat is for the following turn. Now, with all that noted, what I want you to sort of bring out is one of my now favorite combinations with using this Superman is I use this Superman and the Fast Forces Wonder Woman from the Justice League New 52. And she has a lovely trait that allows her to make an attack after she is carried. So she just charges on in and punches people for 3 damage. Okay? So look at that synergy. Yes, I lose some movement, but by carrying that other person when I'm doing that charge, I'm able to have follow-up damage. And if I decide to push, I can. If I don't, that's fine. I have additional damage. I've tied up one figure, and then my other figure is either A, adjacent to that figure I'm tying up, or B, is not adjacent and in a position to charge another figure, or is blocking line of sight to whatever I feel is a detriment to my melee. Detriment to my melee attacker. So if we look at it like this, charge and flight is one of the greatest combinations because of so many options that you have. Now you're probably thinking in your head, well, what if I don't have charge and flight, Dark Logos? What if I just have plain old charge and a grounded figure? Fine. Purely fine. Start thinking of things that you want to combine with charge. Charge has a great synergy with barrier. And the main reason I say that is because it allows you to have something that intercepts range damage from your opponent. And by intercepting range damage, the barrier either has to be broken down and destroyed before they can take a shot on your melee figure, or that it completely blocks line of sight for any effect that your opponent was going to do on you, such as outwit or perplex or probability control. Either way, by using one power action to put up barrier, you have used charge to the maximum effect, because every disadvantage that you have is now mitigated by the use of barrier. Smoke cloud can be used as well if you just want to give a higher defense numbers, or if you have a charged stealth figure. Okay? So think about that. Think about how you're going to use your team composition. Also, you don't have to just do, charge, big damage numbers, big attack numbers. This is a real easy episode to do. I really want you to try to experiment with charge figures with less than 6 range and see what happens, and preferably charge that's front loaded, or they only have charge as a movement and attack option. I know I gave Superman, who goes into hypersonic speed, because we know we can't live without our hypersonic speed. But really, if we look at it, his stronger click is his top click. By having that lovely 12 attack and 4 damage, and leadership is still useful. Okay, so I want you to digest that, think about your team, and then come back to me next episode. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, email me at the startingoverpodcast@gmail.com. That's startingoverpodcast@gmail.com. And I will see you next episode.